we already knew this test was coming. What's going on, y'all? RJ with CV Tech, and today I'll be doing a speed test comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the ZTE Blade V8 Pro. You know, high-end phone versus mid-range phone here. Big difference in prices, and of course processors and all kinds of stuff's different as well. So let's go ahead and get right in with this speed test. So let's go ahead and do a power on or a boot up test here in 3, 2, 1 now. So S7 popped up first, then the ZTE. So I'm really interested to see which one, if the ZTE can hang with the S7 or if the S7 is going to wipe it away here in this speed test comparison. So we're going to wait here to see which one powers up first. And it may be the S7, could be the ZTE. I really don't know. Just wait and see what happens here. So we're just waiting. So it is the S7. S7 took it there by a pretty good margin, it looks like. So waiting here for the Blade to go ahead and power on. And so yeah, it's considerable slower. There we go. The Blade finally caught up there to the S7. So let's go ahead and get this phone here unlocked. Now here on the testing screen, let's go ahead and go into CPU-Z, see what we got going on here. Now here with the Samsung, we have the 2.15 gigahertz Snapdragon 820 with a quad-core processor and a 530 GPU. Over here, it does show it has 4 gigabytes of RAM with 32 gigabytes of ROM. Here on the Blade V8 Pro, we have the 2 gigahertz octa-core Snapdragon 625 with a 506 GPU with 3 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of ROM. So big difference there. Let's go ahead and go back home here, and we'll go into Geekbench 4 and look at the test that we ran. So let's go into the history here on these devices, and we will see that big difference here in the score. 1734 single core score, 4110 here on the S7, and 853 single core score and 2935 on the V8 Pro. So big difference there in the scores. Now this runs Android 7.0 Nougat, 6.0.1 Marshmallow here on the V8 Pro. Let's go back home, go into Antutu benchmark, and the Galaxy S7 is, wow, a lot faster than the Blade V8 Pro according to the benchmark test at 142,046 and 62,747 on the Blade. So big difference there between these two devices. And as far as Geekbench shows, go ahead and clear these out here. Let's go ahead and get started in now. That was about equal. Let's go into YouTube. That was so close. I want to say the S7 barely. Let's go into calculator. That was equal. Let's go into calendar. That was the S7. Clicking home here, the Blade does go back home faster. Let's go into clock. That was pretty close there. Let's go into Google Plus. That was the Blade V8 Pro. Let's go into camera. I want to say that was the S7 by a slight nothing of a second. Let's go into Amazon shopping. That was the Blade V8 Pro. Let's go into, hit that again. Let's go into Instagram. I think that was the Blade V8 Pro. Let's go into Play Store. Very even there. Let's go into settings. That was the Blade V8 Pro. Let's go into Snapchat. That was the Galaxy S7. Let's go into Twitter. That was the Galaxy S7. Let's go into Periscope. S7. Let's go into Temple Run 2. And we'll see what happens here in gaming. So it started up first on the Blade V8 Pro. Let's see if the S7 will take it, and I believe it will. So it's very close. I mean, it's, what, a second difference maybe? So, yeah, that was the S7. Let's go into Subway Surfer. That was, of course, the Galaxy S7. And we'll go into Sonic Dash. we'll see. We'll finish up here. It's going to probably be the S7 again. It's going to take it. And yes, the S7 took it here on, on the gaming. So quite a bit faster there on the S7. So let's go ahead and check out RAM management. Let's go back through these here again and just see which one's faster and how many reloads they are. So let's go ahead and go back into Sonic Dash. That was equal. Let's go into Subway Surfer. S7. Temple Run. That was equal. Periscope. S7. Twitter. S7. Snapchat. S7. Settings. S7. Play Store. S7. So the S7 starting them off faster. That was equal. Amazon Shopping. That was the S7. We'll skip camera. Go into Google Plus. The S7. Clock. S7. Calendar. S7. Calculator. That was the S7. YouTube. That was the Blade V8 Pro. Had to reload there on the Samsung. And the Bible is going to be the S7. So as far as reopening of apps, the faster was the Galaxy S7. It wasn't a runaway with the Galaxy S7 by far. Both of them are very comparable. I mean, you can see here there's a 625 octa-core here in the ZTE Blade V8 Pro. It's a solid it is a very solid, competitor with some of these, year old, half old, 2 year old, however old flagships they are. It's very comparable with it. And I mean, it holds its own with, the S7, the V20. And, so you can take it how you like it. I mean, you can see the test there. Both of them run very well. Battery life is tons better on the ZTE, of course. The cameras are a lot better here on the Galaxy S7, no doubt. Of course, got the AMOLED display here, Quad HD. Looks really nice, looks really good. And, I mean, both phones are really good. However, there's a big difference in price. You're looking around $300, for the S7. Some places are even higher than that. You can buy this phone here from around $129 to like $179. So, I mean, big difference in price there. Using the test, the speed test comparison, it's just all for fun. But, it's not a runaway with the S7. So, if this was helpful and informative, hit the like button. Any questions or comments, leave them below. And subscribe if you ain't. I'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all in the next video.